Hey there, and welcome back to Hold and Modify, YouTube's most poorly produced, underproduced Amiga channel. And yeah, today this is going to be a really quick video, I promise. Turning on Amigas, right? So we've got the Amiga 4000. Yes, I know there's an Amiga 500 and 1000 over there, but the Amiga 4000, the Amiga 1200, the Amiga 3000. This is the Amiga 3000 by John Hertel. It's awesome, by the way. It got it all fixed up. It works great again. Love it. And then over here, we've got the CD32. Okay. And over here in the corner, we have, yes, my Amiga 2500. Now, by the way, upcoming video, spoiler, I know a lot of you have been giving me crap for using an Amiga 3000 keyboard and Amiga 3000 mouse with my Amiga 2500. But thanks to a certain individual, which I'll talk about later, I now have the proper keyboard for the Amiga 2500, and I'll be looking forward to doing that. But what we're going to do right now is the power-up, right? So you've gone online, you've bought these Amigas on eBay, or you've gone to the groups, or you maybe went to a show and you purchased your Amigas. They're all sitting here in their little stands that you set up and little presentations. Oh, it looks so nice. But, you know, look, do they work? How many of these are going to just turn on and work when I push the power button, right? I'm talking about the very first time you flick the switch. Do they just turn on? Now, a lot of you out there watching these videos, you're very familiar with these 30 and 35-year-old machines. They don't always turn on the first time. They might turn on, but they don't boot. You have to turn them off, turn them back on. Sometimes you have to reboot them, and eventually they wake up and boot. But the point of this video is I just want to set the record straight for my collection. This is just my collection. This is not your collection. You know, your computers may work 100%. My collection, okay? I want to just do this little fun trick here, and I want to do like a contest. Who's going to boot when I turn them on? Completely, 100%. So let's do that. All right, so the first computer that's going to boot in this sequence, and you're not going to actually see me push a power switch, is the Amiga 1200. The Amiga 1200 is using a new power supply, an aftermarket new power. Oh, that's already booted up. Look at that. A new aftermarket power supply. But otherwise, yeah, that's it. It does currently have a Pi Storm in it, a Pi Storm 32 Lite. And it just booted right up. That was really, really fast. All right, so the next one I'm going to do, now all the rest of my Amigas, by the way, 3000, 4000, CD32, and yes, the Amiga 2500, these require me to actually flip a switch, okay? So, well, why didn't you flip a switch on the 1200 queue? Well, that's because the power supply for the 1200, well, it's down below, it's underneath the desk, and it's in the back. It's just set to be always on. And what I do is I have a smart plug that runs all these things. I turn the smart plug on, so the 1200 is set to always be on. It turns on. So of course, it booted, by the way, and it booted with, like I said, the Pi Storm 32 in it. So next, we're going to go ahead and push the button on the Amiga 4000. So there it goes. We're going to come over here. We're going to push the button on the Amiga 3000, and we're going to turn on the monitor. There it goes. Oh, it's so exciting. And then the CD32, turn on the, this is a big ass Dell monitor, jeez. And then we're going to reach back down here and try and find the power switch. Turn it on, boom, you see the light, there you go. And now we're going to go over to the Amiga 2500 and reach back here and boom, turn that on. I think the monitor will automatically turn on. I can't be 100% certain though. Oh, yep, it did. Okay, so we've got power-up sequence initiated. Everybody is turning on, I think. Yes, well, there's power lights. Look, 3000's got the LED. 4000 has the LED. CD32 is flickering like crazy. And up, look at that. Boom, it boots up. Looking gorgeous. 2500. Oh, yes. 2500 is booted and looking great. That is some awesome reliability. All right, so who do we have left? Well, the 4000 has not decided to boot, and the 3000. Okay, well, that's not, don't worry. Let's check some things. Caps lock key, so it's alive. Let's go ahead and 3-finger salute. And no, so let's go ahead and turn it off and turn it back on. Let's look at the hard drive and see if something happens here. I always say with the 4000, because it does have a 68060, a BFG in it. Sometimes, you know, well, it doesn't always want to play nice. So we'll go ahead and turn off again. And if you don't see the little RGB scatter screen that shows up, by the way, that no signal is because I'm using one of those Chinese external converter boxes for monitors. Turn that on again, and we'll get back to the 4000. Let's go over to the 3000. Now, 3000, let's do the same test. Let's see if the keyboard is registering. Caps lock, yes it is. Let's do the three-finger salute. Okay, oh. See, I see hard drive. I see hard drive. Yes, look at that. Three-finger salute. 3000 appears to be booting. Come on, 3000. Oh yeah, that hard drive light's going crazy down there. I saw that. Here she goes. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. You can do it. I have faith. Yeah! So there you go. The 3000 did not want to boot up right away, but it did eventually. I did one three-finger salute, and she booted right up. The 3000 is ready to rock. All right. 1200, 2500, CD32, you guys are definitely the winners. 4000. All right, come on. What are you doing? You're starting to look bad now. Don't do this. Don't let everyone else down. Come on. You want to boot. Let's boot. Boom. There we go. Show me that hard drive activity. Show me the hard drive activity. All right, so sometimes this 4000 does require a little bit of trickery. Let's see here. Come on. I know you boot. You have booted. There it is. See, there it is. There it is. I think the capacitors just need to be like juiced up and they need to feel the power and the glory of Amiga. That's what it is. The power and glory of Amiga. And then they will boot. Oh yes, they will boot. Look at that glorious hard drive activity light. Yes, 1.6 megabytes a second. You can do it. I know you can do it. And sure enough, it does it. Yeah, all right. So, there it is. We've got the screensaver running on the 2500. It's running pretty good. That's a 28 megahertz 60 to 40 over there, by the way, that 2500. CD32 is just hanging out like, yo, my monitor's bigger than all of your other monitors. You guys suck. Well, that's true, CD32. You do have that. 4000, kind of the grandpa of the group, did take a little bit of kicking, but finally got going. 1200, yeah, this is like, you know, I don't care what you do to me. You got Pi Storming me? Whatever. I'll always boot. I'm an Amiga 1200. Screw you guys. 3000, the Amiga 3000 with John Hertel's awesome board in there. It booted. It didn't boot right away. It needed a three-finger salute, but you know what? 3000 is like, hey, 4000, what's going on? What's your deal? You know, I was just like, I was asleep, and I had to be woken up, and then I booted. I'm cool. Let's go. All right, there you go. That's it. That's the end of this video, right? I told you it was going to be a quick video. Sometimes I say that, and sometimes the video is like 10 minutes long. No, this video is not 10 minutes long. All the guys and girls are all booted and loaded. And there you go. That's the hold and modify experience with booting the Amigas. Sometimes they take a little bit of kicking. All right, thanks for watching. I'm done with this video.